13 things a man will do, only if he really loves you. What does true love really look like? Is it the grand gestures, the flowers, the dates, the fancy promises made under the glow of candlelight? Or is it found in the quiet, subtle actions of care, understanding, and emotional investment? Sometimes love isn't about the extravagant declarations. It's not about waiting for someone to sweep you off your feet with a fairy tale romance. True love, the kind that stands the test of time, is often revealed in the everyday, in how your partner treats you when no one is watching. It's in those small, meaningful acts, when someone cares enough to show up consistently, to listen deeply, to support your dreams, and to stay grounded even when the world feels chaotic. You may have asked yourself, does he really love me? It's a question that crosses many hearts, especially when doubt creeps in during the ups and downs of a relationship. Maybe there's been a moment when you've wondered if the bond you share with your partner is as deep as you hope it is. Maybe you've even questioned if he sees you as someone he wants to be with long term, or if you're just a fleeting chapter in his life. The uncertainty is real, and it's something everyone faces, whether in the beginning stages of a relationship or years down the line. But here's the thing. Love isn't always about those overwhelming moments. It's not just about a fancy date night or even the "I love you" whispered at the right time. Love is built on trust, consistency, and a deep emotional connection. It's about showing up day in and day out in ways that speak louder than any words ever could. When you look closely, there are certain behaviors, certain actions that reveal a man's true feelings for you. You don't have to rely on words alone to understand where his heart is. Instead, you can learn a lot from the way he acts, how he responds to challenges, how he supports your dreams, and how he handles both the highs and lows of your relationship. Today, we're diving into 10 signs that will help you understand whether a man truly loves you. These aren't just surface-level markers. These are the deep, foundational actions that show commitment, respect, and real emotional investment. So if you've ever found yourself questioning where you stand, wondering if you're truly loved, this will be an eye-opening guide for you. As we walk through these signs, it's important to remember that love isn't perfect, and no relationship is without its flaws. But there are certain non-negotiables in love, actions that go beyond temporary feelings and into the realm of real, lasting connection. So let's explore the 10 things a man will do only if he really loves you. And along the way, let's reflect on what these actions can teach us about love, life, and relationships. If you've ever been unsure, if you've ever doubted, this might be the clarity you've been looking for. Let's begin. Section 1. No threats to the relationship. A lesson in stability and trust. Have you ever been in a situation where things start to get rocky in a relationship, and suddenly, out of nowhere, your partner drops the "maybe we should break up" bomb? Or maybe it's the threat of leaving, of walking away when things get tough. It stings, doesn't it? Those words hit deep, and it makes you question everything. Does he love me? Is this really worth fighting for? Here's the thing. Love, real love, doesn't thrive on threats. It doesn't exist in a space where one partner is constantly wondering if the other will pull away at the first sign of trouble. Relationships, like anything meaningful, require consistency and trust. When things get hard, when arguments arise, or life throws challenges your way, the last thing you should hear is your partner suggesting the end of the relationship. Instead, what you need to hear and what you deserve is commitment. You deserve the reassurance that no matter what happens, he's not going anywhere. That even in the most difficult moments, he will stand by your side and work through things with you, not threaten to walk out. If a man truly loves you, he isn't going to use the idea of leaving as a tool to manipulate you or get his way. Love is about building trust, and trust is built over time by staying, by sticking it out, even when things aren't perfect. Of course, challenges will arise, but if he's in it for the long haul, he'll face those challenges with you, not against you. He'll talk through the problems and find solutions together without even entertaining the idea of walking away. You're both in this, and that's what real commitment looks like. Now, I know that's not always easy to come by. It takes maturity to weather the storm instead of running from it. And for you, recognizing that you deserve this level of stability and security is just as important. You don't deserve a partner who constantly dangles the idea of leaving in your face as a way to gain control. What you need is someone who's willing to work through the hard stuff with you, someone who doesn't shy away from conflict, but handles it in a way that makes the relationship stronger, not weaker. If your partner consistently proves that he's not going anywhere, even when the going gets tough, that's when you know you're dealing with someone who truly loves you. He's not just in it for the good times, but for everything that life throws your way. That stability, that willingness to stand by you through thick and thin, is the foundation of a love that lasts. Section 2, Growing Together. The power of building is something strong and lasting. When you're with someone who truly loves you, they're not just looking to please you in the moment. They're thinking long-term. They see your relationship as something to nurture, to grow, to build. Think of it like a garden. At first, there's nothing but soil and seeds. It's a beautiful vision, but it requires effort, care, and attention. That's how a real relationship works. It's not all about the fleeting moments, the instant gratification, or making you happy just for today. It's about planting the seeds of a future together and working every day to grow something strong and lasting. If your partner is really invested in you, they'll want to see the relationship flourish, not just ride on the surface level affection. They'll be interested in growing with you. That doesn't mean always agreeing or avoiding difficult conversations. It means addressing the things that matter, having the tough talks, and confronting the issues that could get in the way of a future together. It's like when you're building a house. You don't just put up the walls and leave it at that. You check the foundation, ensure it's stable, and take care of any cracks before they become big problems. In a relationship, this growth comes through communication and understanding. A partner who loves you doesn't shy away from those tough subjects, whether it's long-term goals, values, or difficult feelings. They'll bring up things that matter, not just the easy conversations, because they want to make sure you're both on the same page and that the relationship has a strong foundation to grow on. They'll look for solutions, not just immediate fixes, and will make sure that the both of you are able to meet each other's needs and desires. They won't sweep issues under the rug, thinking they'll go away. Instead, they'll face them with you and work through them, always with the future in mind. That willingness to build something together, brick by brick, layer by layer, is a sign of a deep, lasting love. And this isn't just about the relationship itself. It's about personal growth too. When someone loves you in this way, they want to grow with you, as individuals and as a couple. They don't want to see you stagnant or stuck in one place. They want to encourage you to become the best version of yourself, and they want to be right there alongside you on that journey. It's about supporting each other's dreams, holding each other accountable, and making sure that you're both always evolving together. It's in the small things, the everyday actions, working through disagreements with kindness, asking the tough questions to ensure you're both on the same path, and constantly making sure that your relationship is aligned with both of your visions for the future. If he's truly committed, he won't be looking for ways to please you in the moment or avoid hard conversations. He'll be thinking about what's best for both of you in the long run, and he'll want to grow with you, not just stay where things are right now, but work towards building something beautiful and lasting. And this is where the real magic happens. When both partners are invested in building and growing together, the relationship doesn't just survive, it thrives. It stands the test of time. You're not just in a relationship for today or tomorrow, but for a future where both of you continue to evolve and support each other. And that, my friend, is what real love is all about. Section 3, Honoring the Feminine Essence. Embracing differences and creating connection. Love, at its core, is about embracing each other's differences, especially when those differences feel so pronounced. A man who truly loves you will honor and cherish your feminine essence, not because it's something he needs to control or change, but because he understands that it's something unique and beautiful. It's a power all its own, a subtle but undeniable force that brings balance to the relationship. Now let's talk about what this really means. Masculine and feminine energies are different. Sometimes they feel like night and day, and that's exactly what makes them so complementary. A man who loves you is drawn to that softness, that intuitive, nurturing part of you that is uniquely feminine. He doesn't want to turn you into something you're not. He doesn't want to strip away the qualities that make you, well, you. Instead, he wants to protect those qualities to help them flourish. Your vulnerability, your emotional depth, your natural ability to connect. It's all part of what makes you the woman he cherishes. He doesn't see this as a weakness or something that needs fixing. On the contrary, he understands that this is the heart of who you are, and it's something he wants to honor. Whether it's your sensitivity to the world around you, your empathy towards others, or your ability to connect deeply, he sees these things as treasures. He doesn't want to erase them. He wants to stand by you, offering strength where you might need it, but also stepping back to let you be yourself, fully, unapologetically. Think about a time when you felt truly supported by someone in your life. Maybe it wasn't just about what they did for you in the moment. Maybe it was more about how they made you feel seen and heard, how they allowed you to be yourself without judgment. That's the kind of support we're talking about. A man who honors your feminine essence doesn't just love you for who you are. He loves you for the things that make you different from him. He wants that difference. It creates the spark in the relationship, the polarity that keeps things exciting and alive. But this isn't just about the romantic dynamic. This can extend into every aspect of a relationship. When we honor each other's differences, whether it's between genders, personalities, or backgrounds, it opens the door to deep connection. Think about how much more fulfilling a relationship can be when both partners bring their authentic selves to the table. There's no need to be someone else, to play a role or to act differently just to make the other person happy. Instead, you can be free to be your true self. And when both of you respect and value what the other brings, you're creating a bond that is rooted in authenticity and mutual admiration. A man who truly loves you doesn't want you to lose the parts of you that make you uniquely you. He wants to be there, to support those parts, to protect them, and in turn, deepen his own connection to you. That's real love, a love that nurtures, honors, and celebrates who you are, every little piece of you. Section 4, the gift of gratitude, how appreciation drives connection. Let's shift gears a little bit and talk about something that might seem small, but in reality is incredibly powerful. Gratitude. There's something magical about showing appreciation for the people we love. And when you express that gratitude, it makes a world of difference in the dynamics of your relationship. A man who truly loves you is going to light up when you show appreciation for the little things he does. He wants to feel seen, valued, and respected. And when you acknowledge his efforts, it fuels him in ways you might not even realize. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you for the big gestures. It's about recognizing the small things too. Maybe he picks up your favorite snack at the store, or maybe he's been there for you through a difficult moment, offering support without needing anything in return. When you express your gratitude for those moments, even in small ways, it creates a ripple effect. He feels good about the relationship. He feels seen and understood. And that desire to do more, to be more, grows naturally. It's all about the energy you bring into the relationship. Think about how much you appreciate it when someone takes the time to show they care about you. Whether it's a compliment, a thoughtful gesture, or simply acknowledging something you've done, it makes you feel good, doesn't it? And just like you, your partner thrives when they feel appreciated. It's not about expecting praise or constantly seeking validation. It's about creating an environment of mutual respect and admiration. A man who loves you genuinely cares about your happiness. He wants to know that his efforts are making a difference in your life and that his actions matter. So when you show gratitude, it doesn't just benefit him. It strengthens the entire foundation of your relationship. You're both reminding each other that you're in this together, that you see and value each other for all that you bring to the table. And here's the beautiful part about gratitude. It doesn't just stop with him. When you start acknowledging the small things, when you take a moment to appreciate each other, it becomes contagious. It shifts the entire tone of the relationship. Instead of focusing on what's not working, you start to focus on what is working. And that shift in focus can transform the way you both experience your time together. Gratitude creates a bond, a deeper sense of connection, and ultimately, a more fulfilling relationship. In a way, gratitude is a reflection of love. It's a constant reminder that no matter the challenges, you're both committed to each other. You're both invested in making the relationship work. And when both partners are equally dedicated to showing up with appreciation, the relationship flourishes. It's these small, everyday gestures that build a sense of security, trust, and love. When you feel valued and appreciated, it's easier to love freely and openly in return. When gratitude flows naturally in the relationship, both partners are lifted up. A man who truly loves you will cherish your appreciation, and in return, he will continue to show up in meaningful ways, ready to offer even more of himself to the partnership. It's a beautiful cycle, one that deepens over time and strengthens the connection between the two of you. Section 5, Claiming You. The importance of commitment and protection. When someone truly loves you, they want to claim you, not in the sense of ownership, but in the sense of commitment and protection. There's a difference between someone who's casually interested and someone who is deeply invested in your well-being, heart, and future. A man who loves you isn't just thinking about the now. He's thinking about how to protect you, how to honor you, and how to ensure that you feel safe and cherished within the relationship. Have you ever had that moment when you felt that sense of security, when you knew without a doubt that this person was there for you, that they weren't going anywhere? That's the feeling that comes with real commitment. It's the feeling of being truly seen, truly valued, and completely accepted for who you are. When a man loves you, he steps into that role, not just as your partner, but as someone who wants to protect your heart and guard the relationship. This isn't just about emotional security, although that's a big part of it. It's about showing up consistently, about taking responsibility for your shared future. A man who claims you is the one who makes it clear that he's committed, not just when things are easy, but when challenges arise too. He takes responsibility for how he treats you and works to ensure that you're both moving forward together, not just individually. He doesn't leave room for uncertainty. He's there, standing beside you, ready to build a life together. This sense of claiming you also brings with it a deep sense of respect. It's not about controlling or dominating, it's about partnership. It's about showing you that no matter what, he's committed to protecting you, your heart, your dreams, and your future together. That protection doesn't just come in the form of physical safety or security. It's in the way he supports you emotionally, the way he handles disagreements with care, and the way he makes sure that you always feel valued and loved. When he claims you, it's not just a simple act of possession, it's a promise. It's a promise to stand by your side through thick and thin, to show up for you when you need it most, and to ensure that the foundation of your relationship remains strong. He's not just with you for the short term. He's there for the long haul, for the ups and downs, for the beautiful moments and the difficult ones, because he sees you as someone worth protecting and cherishing. Section 6, Solving Problems. The strength of providing and protecting. One of the clearest signs that a man truly loves you is his willingness to solve problems for you. Not because you've asked him to, but because he genuinely cares about your well-being and wants to make your life easier. Love isn't just about feeling good or looking good together. It's about helping each other through the tough stuff too. It's about knowing that when things get complicated, you have someone by your side who wants to make things better, who's willing to step in and do what it takes to find a solution. Imagine a situation where something goes wrong. Maybe it's a challenge at work, a personal struggle, or something that's causing you stress. A man who loves you won't just stand by and watch you struggle. He'll want to help. He won't try to fix you, but he'll try to find a way to ease your burden, to be there for you in a way that makes things a little easier. Whether it's offering practical help or simply listening to your concerns, his goal is to make sure you're not facing the challenge alone. This doesn't mean he's always going to have the answer, or that he'll always know exactly what to do. But the key is that he's invested in making things better for you. He's not turning a blind eye to your struggles or pretending everything is fine when it's not. Instead, he's actively engaged in finding solutions, in offering support, and in showing you that you can rely on him. And here's the thing. When a man loves you, he's not just solving the problems that are immediately in front of him. He's thinking about how to protect your future together too. He's looking at the bigger picture and working towards solutions that will serve both of you in the long run. Maybe it's talking through financial planning for the future, addressing goals that align with your relationship, or making sure that your emotional needs are being met in ways that strengthen your bond. It's about solving the problems that can create distance and ensuring that both of you are thriving in the relationship. When he steps up in these moments, it's not just about being the fixer, it's about his emotional investment in your happiness and well-being. He wants you to feel secure and supported, not just in the easy moments, but when life gets tough. And that's the essence of love. It's about partnership. It's about working together to solve problems, to face challenges, and to keep growing stronger as a couple, even in the face of adversity. True love isn't just about feeling the warmth of affection. It's about being willing to dive into the difficult moments and confront the challenges head-on, together. It's about knowing that no matter what life throws your way, you have someone who is committed to solving those problems, finding solutions, and walking through life with you, side by side. And that, my friend, is where the true strength of love lies. Section 7. Being needed, creating meaning and purpose in relationships. One of the deepest desires in any relationship is the need to feel valued and needed. It's not about being indispensable in every moment or creating dependency, but rather about finding that place where you know that you matter, that your presence makes a difference. A man who loves you doesn't want to feel like he's just a spectator in your life. He wants to be needed, not in a controlling way, but in a way that lets him feel like he has a significant role in your world. This is something that can sometimes be misunderstood. We live in a world where independence is often seen as the ultimate goal, and it's easy to think that needing someone means you're weak or unable to handle things on your own. But the truth is, love thrives when both partners recognize that they can offer something valuable to each other. There's a strength in allowing someone to need you, just as there's a strength in needing someone else. It creates a sense of balance, a shared responsibility for the relationship. When a man loves you, he wants to feel that he is a part of your life in a way that matters. It's not about doing everything for you, but about offering his support, his care, and his effort in ways that make you feel cherished and understood. He doesn't want to be a bystander in your life. He wants to be an active participant, someone whose presence makes things better, easier, or more joyful. Think of the times when you've truly needed someone, when you've been vulnerable and needed support. There's something incredibly powerful about being able to lean on someone, knowing that they're there to help you through. A man who loves you will want to be that person for you, not just when things are tough, but in all the small moments too. He wants to show you that you're not alone, that his role in your life matters, and that he is honored to be a part of your journey. In a healthy relationship, both partners need each other, but in different ways. He needs you just as much as you need him. It's in this beautiful give and take that love grows deeper. When both people feel needed and appreciated, the relationship becomes a source of strength and purpose, not just for each other, but for the world they are building together. Section 8. Vulnerability, the key to true connection. Let's talk about something that may seem a little scary, but is absolutely essential to any deep, lasting relationship. Vulnerability. Now, vulnerability isn't about being weak or exposed. It's about showing up as your true self, the raw, unguarded version of who you are. And it's something that takes a lot of trust. It's about being open enough to share your fears, your dreams, your insecurities, and your wounds with someone else, knowing that they will hold that space with care, without judgment. A man who loves you will be drawn to your vulnerability. He won't shy away from it or try to fix you when you open up. Instead, he will appreciate your honesty, the courage it takes to be vulnerable, and the trust you place in him when you let down your guard. Vulnerability is the heart of connection. It's what allows both partners to truly see each other, to move beyond the surface, and to create a bond that is deeper than anything skin deep. This isn't just about emotional intimacy. Vulnerability is also about letting your partner see your flaws, your mistakes, and your imperfections. It's about showing them that you're not perfect, but that you're willing to be real with them. A man who truly loves you will cherish that vulnerability, not because he sees it as a weakness, but because it's an invitation to a deeper connection. It's a way of saying, "Here I am, take me as I am," and knowing that he will love you through all of it. But there's a beautiful thing that happens when you allow yourself to be vulnerable. It invites the other person to do the same. When you open up, it encourages him to open up too. It creates a space where both of you can show up authentically without fear of judgment, and that's where the magic happens. That's where true intimacy thrives. You stop pretending, Stop wearing the mask, and instead you both get to love each other for who you truly are, flaws and all. In relationships, vulnerability is not a one-time thing. It's a constant. It's in the little moments, the quiet conversations, the late-night talks, the times when you share your deepest hopes and your fears. It's about being able to lean on each other, knowing that you both can handle each other's emotions without running away. A man who loves you will be there to support you in your vulnerability, to listen without trying to fix, and to hold your heart with tenderness. Love becomes real when both people feel safe enough to be vulnerable. It's in these moments that you truly understand each other. When the walls come down and you see one another for who you really are. That's when connection deepens, when trust is built, and when love turns from something fleeting into something lasting and unshakable. Section 9. Unconditional love, the power of forgiveness and grace. Unconditional love. We hear those words all the time, but what does it really mean? Does it mean loving someone no matter what they do, no matter how they treat you? Does it mean you have to forgive every mistake, overlook every flaw, and never set boundaries? Not exactly. Unconditional love is more about the ability to accept someone fully, even in their imperfect moments. It's about having the patience and grace to understand that no one is perfect, including you. It's not about accepting harmful behavior or allowing someone to mistreat you. It's about seeing the person you love for all that they are, flaws and all, and loving them through it. We've all had moments where we fall short, times when we don't show up in the best way, when we react out of frustration or fear, or when we let our insecurities get the best of us. And in those moments, a loving partner doesn't walk away or give up. Instead, they lean in. They give you the space to grow, the room to be imperfect, and the grace to find your way back. When a man loves you unconditionally, he doesn't hold your mistakes against you. He doesn't use them as weapons in a fight or bring them up every time things get hard. Instead, he sees the bigger picture. He sees you as a whole person, not defined by a single moment or a bad day. And when you mess up, because we all do, he offers forgiveness, not as a way to let you off the hook, but as a way to keep the relationship strong, to rebuild the trust that may have been shaken. He gives you the chance to make things right, knowing that love isn't about being perfect. It's about being present, being understanding, and being willing to grow together. Of course, unconditional love doesn't mean staying in a relationship that's unhealthy or toxic. It doesn't mean allowing someone to continually hurt you without accountability. It means that when mistakes happen, as they inevitably do, there's a space for healing and growth. There's an understanding that love isn't just about the highs. It's about supporting each other through the lows too. It's about being there, not just when things are easy, but when it feels like everything is falling apart. Because real love isn't conditional on perfection. It's rooted in understanding, in acceptance, and in the commitment to grow together, no matter what life throws at you. Section 10. Making you happy, the essence of true partnership. At the heart of all these signs of love, there's one common thread, a true desire to make you happy. Now, this isn't about constant flattery or trying to please you at every turn. It's about a deeper, more meaningful desire to bring joy, peace, and fulfillment into your life. A man who loves you genuinely will take pride in knowing that he's contributing to your happiness, not by giving you everything you want, but by creating a partnership that makes you feel supported, understood, and cared for. Think about the moments in your life when you felt the most loved. Often it's not because someone bought you something extravagant or made some grand gesture. It's because they showed up when you needed them, because they listened when you needed to be heard, and because they cared about your well-being more than anything else. That's the kind of happiness we're talking about here. The kind that comes from knowing that your partner is invested in your emotional and mental well-being, that they want to see you thrive, not just for the sake of the relationship, but because they care about you as an individual. A man who truly loves you will be constantly looking for ways to make you happy, but not in a way that feels forced or artificial. He will pay attention to what you need, to the things that bring you joy, and he'll find ways to make sure those things are present in your life. It's in the small things, a word of encouragement when you're feeling down, a surprise cup of coffee because he knows you've had a rough morning, or simply being there to share a quiet moment after a long day. It's these little acts that over time build a foundation of true happiness in a relationship. But it's also about balance. True happiness doesn't come from someone else fixing all of your problems or carrying all of the emotional weight. It's about two people coming together, both bringing their own happiness, their own sense of fulfillment, and working together to enhance each other's lives. A man who loves you will want to contribute to your happiness, but he will also encourage you to find joy in yourself. He will want you to feel complete on your own, knowing that your happiness isn't dependent on anyone else, but that together you create something even more beautiful. And here's the real magic. When both partners are dedicated to making each other happy, the relationship becomes a source of strength and joy. It's no longer about one person always giving and the other always receiving. Instead, it's about a mutual desire to see the other person flourish, to create an environment where both of you can thrive. And that, my friend, is the essence of a true partnership. It's the recognition that your happiness is intertwined, that your joy is just as important as theirs, and that together you create a life full of love, laughter, and fulfillment. Section 11, the gift of giving. Love's true language. When we think of love, it's easy to focus on what we receive. We think about the affection, the attention, the validation that comes from being loved by someone. But true love, at its core, is also about the act of giving. It's not always about what you get, but about what you're willing to give. A man who truly loves you understands this. He's not counting the things he does for you to make sure he gets something back. Instead, he finds joy in giving without expecting anything in return. It's not just about the material things or the grand gestures, though those can be nice, but about the smaller, everyday ways he shows his love. It could be offering help when you're overwhelmed, listening when you need to talk, or simply offering a comforting presence when you're feeling down. This kind of giving is rooted in selflessness. It's about wanting to make your life better, not because he's looking for something in return, but because seeing you happy is a reward in itself. A man who loves you will give without hesitation, whether it's his time, his effort, his love, or even his vulnerability. He knows that love isn't a transaction. It's an ongoing act of generosity, of pouring into each other's lives, of enriching one another's experiences. But this giving isn't just a one-sided exchange. When love is truly mutual, both partners bring their own form of giving to the table. It's about being willing to serve each other's needs, to show up for each other, and to contribute in ways that uplift the relationship. That's when the bond grows stronger, when both people are giving freely and without reservation. This type of giving doesn't drain you. It fills you up. It makes you feel loved in the most authentic way. And when love flows both ways, it creates a partnership built on trust, support, and deep care for one another. Each act of giving strengthens the connection between you, creating a love that is not only lasting, but truly fulfilling. Section 12, the strength of commitment, building a future together. As we look at all these aspects of love, the forgiveness, the vulnerability, the desire to make each other happy, there's one more essential ingredient that brings it all together: commitment. Commitment is the bedrock upon which everything else is built. It's the unwavering promise to show up, even when times are tough, and to stay the course, no matter what challenges arise. A man who truly loves you isn't in the relationship just for the fun or the excitement of the moment. He's committed to the long-term vision. He's thinking about the future, not just about today or tomorrow. His commitment isn't about an idealized version of love. It's about the reality of building something meaningful, something lasting. And it's in that commitment that love deepens, grows, and becomes something more profound than fleeting affection. Think about what commitment really means. It's about choosing each other every day. It's about knowing that life will bring its fair share of obstacles, but that you're willing to face those obstacles together. It's about making the decision to stand side by side, to work through differences, to grow through the challenges, and to come out stronger on the other side. A man who truly loves you is committed to being with you for the long haul. He's not just committed to the good times, but also to the hard moments, the quiet moments, the mundane moments where true love is tested. Commitment is more than just a word, it's an action. It's in the way he shows up when you need him, in the way he makes the effort to create a future with you. in the way he remains loyal and faithful through the ups and downs. And when both partners are committed, the relationship becomes a sanctuary, a place where both people can grow, evolve, and become the best versions of themselves together. True commitment is the glue that holds everything together. Without it, love can become shallow, fleeting, and unstable. But with it, love becomes the foundation of everything you build together. It creates a sense of security, a sense of trust, and a sense of deep connection that nothing can break. Section 13, the magic of partnership. Two souls, one journey. At the end of the day, love is about partnership. It's not about one person leading the other, or one person doing all the giving while the other takes. It's about two people coming together, bringing their individual strengths, weaknesses, dreams, and fears to create something that's more powerful than what they could ever achieve alone. True love isn't about one person fulfilling all the needs of the other. It's about walking alongside each other, supporting one another, and growing together. A man who loves you sees you as his partner in every sense of the word. He doesn't just want you in his life for companionship. He wants you as an equal, as someone to build with, to dream with, to face the world with. Together, you create a life that's stronger than either of you could have imagined on your own. Your love becomes a force that propels you both forward, that encourages you to reach for your highest potential, and that comforts you in times of struggle. The magic of partnership lies in this balance. You each give, you each receive, and you each grow. It's about creating something bigger than the sum of its parts. And when both partners are fully invested, when both people are willing to put in the work, the rewards are immeasurable. You become a team, one that can weather any storm, one that can celebrate any victory, and one that can navigate the complexities of life with grace, strength, and love. In the end, love isn't just about the big moments. It's about all the small, everyday moments that add up to something extraordinary. It's about the quiet gestures, the constant support, the shared dreams, and the deep connection that you build over time. When you find a partner who loves you in all these ways, you've found something rare and beautiful. And when you love in return with the same depth and commitment, you create a relationship that can stand the test of time. One that will grow, evolve, and become stronger with each passing year. True love, true partnership, is the kind of love that lasts forever. It's built on respect, trust, commitment, and the willingness to stand by each other through thick and thin. And when you have that kind of love, you have everything. Conclusion. As we've journeyed through the different aspects of love, commitment, vulnerability, appreciation, and the deep, meaningful acts of care that show someone truly loves you, it's clear that love is far more than just an emotion. It's a series of actions, a commitment to show up for each other day in and day out, through the highs and the lows. It's about embracing the imperfections, showing grace and forgiveness, and being present for one another in ways that go beyond the superficial. True love is a partnership, one where both individuals are dedicated not just to the relationship, but to each other's growth, happiness, and well-being. It's about learning to give without expecting anything in return, finding joy in each other's successes, and offering unwavering support when times get tough. It's the quiet moments, the small gestures, and the unspoken understanding that says, "I'm here for you, no matter what." When both partners bring this kind of love to the table, the relationship becomes something truly beautiful. Something that lasts, that grows, and that withstands the challenges life throws at you. And it's not just about romantic relationships. These principles apply to all relationships, whether with family, friends, or even with ourselves. Love is a reflection of how we treat others, how we nurture connections, and how we stay committed to the people who matter most in our lives. So, if you've ever wondered if the love you're experiencing is real, or if you've questioned whether someone truly loves you, take a moment to reflect on the actions we've talked about. Look at how they show up for you, how they contribute to the relationship, and how they make you feel. Love isn't always about grand gestures or dramatic moments. It's in the quiet consistency, the gentle care, and the deep emotional connection that makes you feel truly seen and valued. True love isn't perfect, but it's real. It's about building something together day by day, moment by moment, And when you find that kind of love, cherish it, nurture it, and continue to grow together. Because that's the kind of love that stands the test of time. And when both people are committed to creating that love, there's nothing you can't face together. Love is the foundation of everything we do, and when it's built on these principles, it becomes an unstoppable force. So, keep your heart open, keep loving deeply, and never settle for anything less than the kind of love that truly honors and respects who you are. That is the love that will last a lifetime.